guys, some of you asked for a tutorial on my keychains, which I've actually filmed one for, actually it was my Dratini necklace that I made. But the thing wound up being like 20 some odd minutes, so I'm just gonna kind of do a shorter one to run down the generalities of it. So what I'm working on this week, which you'll see in my Tuesday update, is somebody asked for just some items from Metal Slug, and I love Metal Slug and I haven't made anything from there yet, so hell yeah. So, well, this is actually upside down now because that's kind of how I work, I'm screwy. But yeah, it's just a key from Metal Slug. I started stitching it, and how I'm doing it actually is 4 stitches per pixel, and I figured that this would be a really good way to kind of show you as a tutorial because it's easier to see the pixels instead of them being 1 pixel per 1 stitch. So basically, if you're making a keychain, it could be a little bit bigger. I should probably explain more for a necklace. You kind of have to figure out how big your sprite's gonna be before anything. So if you get a sprite sheet from, I get mine from Spriter's resource, you can just kind of type in what video game you want and see if anybody has ripped a sprite sheet from it. There's times where you won't be able to find anything. I'm trying to think what I needed to actually take screenshots of. I'm blanking now, but a few years ago there wasn't something I needed and I had to actually go through a ROM and take a screenshot, but it worked out, whatever. So for this, I believe it's, wait, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah, okay. So this is 20 tall. If you're cross-stitching it for a necklace, it's 14 count plastic canvas, which means there's 14 stitches in an inch. So if you're making something that's 20 pixels, it's going to be a little bit bigger than an inch because there's going to be 20 stitches to it. So since I'm making this a keychain, that's really small. So what I'm doing is doubling it up so that each pixel is 2 high, and it's just 4 in total. So this thing's going to be high, I don't know, I guess about like 3-ish, 4-ish inches. So just to give you a reference, like I said, I work upside down. I don't know why. I just work usually bottom left to right, so whatevers. But yeah, so I'm working on it, and it looks like that so far. Oh, wait. Is that the right way? Yeah, there we go. I'm actually working like that. So that's the top of it, and I'm doing the heart now. So the actual stitching of it looks kind of confusing on plastic canvas because it's literally just holes in plastic, you know? I mean, there's no, like, squares to see. So if you're working on, I don't know, just, like, stitching, like, well, he's way under here, but, you know, like Zeke on fabric, it's a lot easier because they actually kind of look like squares, so you have something to follow. But with this, you kind of don't. So, I don't know, this always has a problem zooming in, but you just make an X in the little square. And so let me see if I can, well, this is going to be upside down if I do it that way. Let's see if I can film. Yeah, here we go. I can kind of film it this way. So I stitch differently than a lot of people do. A lot of people, they do kind of half stitches across, and then they come back and finish the X so that all the X's look uniform. I don't do it that way. I just like the crisscross look of it, so I actually complete X's. So, I mean, to make this next pixel, which here, let me show you that real quick. Like, the pixel I'm working on right now is this one. So I've done these 3, and I'm working on this one now. So, if I want to do that, you know, here's the 3 that I've made. Oops, sorry. There, and now I'm making this next pixel complete. So I come in through the back, I go into the next hole that's diagonal to it, and I don't know if this is going to be like picking it up at all, but you just pull it through like that, and then you want to make an X, so you go into the hole that's on the top next to it, you pull it through, and then you put it back through the bottom, see? And then that's an X, and that's all it is, really. If you were doing one stitch per one pixel, that would be your pixel there. But since we're doing 4 per one, I'll just complete that real quick so you can see what I'm doing here. Sorry if my music's too loud, or you can hear my fish tank, because that's really loud too. But yeah, so basically, now that's half the pixel, so you want to go through the middle one here. So you can see how this takes some time to do. So, I mean, it's really simple. It's just time consuming more than anything. So, also it's a lot harder to stitch this way where I'm trying to do this in front of a camera. But yeah, so now we've got one complete pixel, which is 4 stitches. And then you can move on to the next one. So, I mean, I don't know if that explains anything kind of, at least quicker than my 20-minute demo, because that one gets into more detail, and I'll put that one up. I just need to break it down, obviously, into parts, but that one goes through the entire process of how I make a keychain or a necklace, where it's this method where I'm cross-stitching something, and then sewing it to the back of the fleece and everything, and I think I even go into not necessarily patterns, because like I said, I don't usually work patterns. I just look at the sprite and stitch from there. But let me know if you had any questions. I know that really wasn't showing much, but it can at least give you an idea of how I make these things, because I'm sure people that don't know anything about cross-stitching are like, how are these things even being made? So yeah, you'll be seeing this completed on Tuesday though, and a few other items that I'm trying to figure out, because people gave me a lot of ideas, so we'll see. But, yeah, I will see you around, and hope I helped you out somehow. Bye.